Welcome back. And yeah, warning. I'm joking. This entire video is a joke. If you can't take a joke, get off the video, please. Viewer discretion's advised. Blah 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 blah. Anyway, it's time for fucking Attack of the Clones. All right, are you ready for this shit? I know I'm ready for this shit. You're a fucking chud if you don't like this movie. All right, I'm gonna do this entire I'm gonna read all this with a accent. Episode 2. Attack of the Corone. Alright, you ready? There's unrest in the Galactic Senate. Several thousand solar systems have declared the intention to revoke the Republic. Fuck! No, I'm done. I'm done. Okay, I'm not doing all that shit. You get the gist of it. Shit's going down, okay? The Republic's in fucking shambles. Alright, and what's gonna happen? Alright, we know what's gonna happen, obviously. This isn't some fucking Wadu trickery. You know what I mean? But you guys get the gist, all right? Anyway, I'm really excited to play this game, and like I said, nobody saw my fucking rankings of these movies, okay? But Attack of Clones is my number 3, all right? If you really need to know, Revenge of the Sith, Empire Strikes Back, Attack of the Clones, okay? That's my fucking rankings, top 3. Anyway, let's get into it. I hope this gameplay isn't too laggy. Audio's still fucked. Alright, audio's still fucked. I'm voicing over it. And I have my day off, so I'm day drinking once again. Alright, let's fucking get into it. Do you guys think Senator Amidala is like a shy farter? You know? Like one that's gonna like hold in her farts, go to the other room? Or do you think she just lets that shit rip? And this is a question I've been asking myself, because really, I want a whiff, okay? What are we doing here, Padme? Give me a whiff! Look at this fucking guy, dude. They killed Gandalf, or gay Gandalf. If you could hear the fucking audio, dude, he's fruity. All right, he's like SpongeBob. Okay, he's got something going on. We're just not sure of what that is. All I know is Watto knows what that shit is. Watto and his gang, you know, his fucking his group. All right. You know what? One thing I hate about this shit. So I don't know if you saw this shit in the first game. They make us move like port to fucking travel. Why can't I just travel on the same fucking port? Why isn't there one of these ships where I can just fucking land? How fucking challenging is that? That seems like a very simple fucking game mechanic. Dude, it's Wadu again, right? He wants me to play as him and just collect all these coins, and I'm just not gonna do it. All right? Anyway, I got some stuff to talk about today. I feel like I haven't had much going on. All right, nothing of crazy importance, but I got some topics, and I'm really just ready to dive into them. So, there's a lot of shit with sports going on, but I feel like there's a more important topic that has really come to my mind. I don't know if you guys have watched that dinosaur series that recently came out on Netflix with like Steven Spielberg with like Morgan Freeman narrating them. In my head, there's a big debate going on which one I like more for nature shit, like Morgan Freeman or David Attenborough. But I think they're both valid, right? Look, there's Morgan Freeman on the screen right fucking now. No, I know it's Samuel. You know, they're all the fucking same guy at the end of the day. But fucking the dinosaur thing, right? Let me stay back on topic. Okay? Here's what I didn't get about this series. I know this series is supposed to tell a story, right? So I know some of this shit, you know, they don't know exactly, right? But, you know, they kind of claim like they do know. The one thing I really didn't get was like the mating rituals. How do you know dinosaurs were really doing that, dude? So they had this fucking dinosaur that's like making all these noises, hitting his little fucking dance to impress this bitch. And it's like, no, you're not worthy of my bloodline. Bitch, come here. I'm gonna show you I'm worthy. You know, like, I don't think that shit happened. And I understand that they do that from the descendants, the way they kind of move around. But if you're a big fucking alpha dinosaur, are you taking no for an answer? Maybe you will. Maybe if you're a chud. No, maybe. And I had another thought that came up when I was watching it. I was like, how bad would it be to be born like a vegetarian dinosaur, like a fucking saggy-saurus, whatever they want to say? You know what I'm fucking talking about. Them fucking long-necked veggie bitches that just be eating out of trees. I feel like that's a pretty bad hand to get dealt you know, in terms of like how you're born. I feel like a modern day example would be, you know, being born in like fucking India or something. Like, that's a pretty bad hand, and I wish you the best, but you're probably gonna get fucked, you know what I mean? Anyway, I will dive into some of this sports shit, and this is coming off. So there's two really big things that just happened yesterday, right? So the first one, Max Crosby trade, and then the second one, obviously, you know, fucking Bam dropping 83. What the fuck was up with that, dude? Fucking check him for steroids, am I right? No fucking Tyler Hero's out, whatever fucking. That's still some weird shit, dude. That's a weird fucking pull right there. That's like if fucking Shake Milton were to come off the bench and just drop 41 on the fucking C's or some shit. Like, who's this guy? You know what I mean? And you know, I support Detroit sports, right? So I'm more up to date with Detroit shit. But and I was a little upset this offseason, right? Like, we get rid of Demo. I heard some shit saying Laporta was on the chopping block. That better not be true. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to talk to one of the Fords myself, if you know what I mean. I don't know. It's been crazy shit. I kind of understand why the Ravens pulled. Dude, they probably didn't realize they were gonna get fucked like that. But their cap space is still so fucked, dude. They can't afford, like, their GM needs to get castrated so his dumbass bloodline cannot reproduce and continue to fucking manage, you know, football shit, right? Something's wrong with that guy, okay? Like, how do you not look at the money? You know, obviously he doesn't have like Wadu in his life to kind of, you know, show him where the money's going, right? I don't know, man. And then, yeah, like I said, Bam, you know, congrats to Bam. 83 is a big accomplishment. People are shitting on him. I've been seeing people shit on him, like, he had 43 throws. He had 43 throws. That's not a real 84. He dropped 80. He fucking dropped 80. 3 people have done that. Shut the fuck up. All right, and we don't even know Wilt's number was even right. Right? They have gameplay of Wilt like gooning in the locker room, but they don't have fucking footage of his 100-point game. Are we serious? All right. I don't think they actually have that shit of Wilt. I totally made that up. But I'm just saying they literally have everything about this dude apart from his biggest fucking accomplishment. Right? His most absurd stat, right? They have everything apart from his most absurd stat on footage. Right? And if you saw his game, like, it's reasonable to think he would drop 100, right? He's going against, dude, fucking a bunch of crackers, am I right? Dude, like fucking 5'11" white plumbers who quit their 9 to 5 because, you know, they thought they could hoop. Yeah, I could see, you know, fucking 6'11", however fucking tall he was. I don't know, like 6'9", 6'11", 6'07". I don't fucking know, dude. But all I know is he was significantly taller than those people, even in high school. They have his high school fucking tapes, and they don't have his 100-point game. Explain that, Wadu. Alright, I have a little fucking story time. Alright, so I was driving to go see my girlfriend, I don't know, fucking 2 weeks ago, some shit like that, and I'm driving on this interstate that's 70 miles per hour. It's 2 lanes, okay? There's this guy in front of me who's going like 70 in the left lane, and there's a semi to the right of him, and we're about to go hit this curve, and I'm not tailgating him. I'm like a car and a half behind him. I don't like tailgating just because, like, bro, I don't want to get brake checked and then I have to deal with all that shit. Fuck that. You know, I'm not really in that big of a rush. You feel me? I know once I get the time, I'll be able to pass this fucking dumbass and get on with my day. All right. But I'm like kind of inching up a little bit, and this guy turns on his right turn signal. Okay. So I'm like, okay, he's going to wait, because at this point, I'm in the middle of the semi, and this guy's by the front of the semi, like where the semi's doors are, right? And I'm like, okay, well, he's definitely going to wait till he passes the semi, and then he's going to get to the other lane. I'm like, fucking sweet, dude, and I could speed up, get around this guy. I was already going to pass. Thank you. You know what I mean? So we hit this left curve, and he starts merging in while he's like side by side with like the fucking semi's door. Right? And I start seeing this happening, and I'm like immediately let off the gas, and I start honking, because I'm like, there's no fucking way you're about to merge into or change lanes, right, into a fucking semi. There's no way you're fucking doing that. I'm honking the horn, and he just proceeds to fucking ram the side of this semi. Keep in mind, they're both going like fucking 70 or some shit, and I'm in the middle of it, right? I'm fucking... So as soon as he hits it, right, luckily there's a shoulder to the left side. I fucking veer into that shit mad fast. You should have seen me move. You would have been like, holy fuck, he has spidey senses. No, but I saw this shit coming from a mile and a half away, right? And then I fucking so I get to the side. His truck is fucked, right? He's in like some Tacoma or some shit, and I look back, and his entire fucking front end literally got like fucking destroyed, and like a bunch of debris hit the car I was driving in, right? And so immediately, like, you know, I fucking pull over. Obviously, everyone's okay. Wasn't that big of a deal. But when I looked over and I saw who was driving, could you guess it? Come on, I'll give you 3 seconds, all right? Dude, it was some fucking migrant. Dude, it looked like some old Hispanic. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking, right? He literally, and this has nothing to do with who he is. This is his fucking age. This is old people. This is how they drive, okay? I made a whole fucking video saying old people shouldn't be able to fucking drive, okay? That was like, Exhibit A. You know what I mean? That shit was fucking nuts, dude. And I was scared because if that semi turns or if the semi just took that shit and just kept driving, if this semi would have like moved even a little, dude, that guy's car could have easily gotten flipped and I would have gotten fucked. You know what I mean? Because I could have hit that shit or could have flipped into me, fucking literally anything. I avoided death and now I'm here screaming at Lego Star Wars to no one. So yeah, be grateful. Am I right? Alright, this video is going to be too long, so I'm going to cut this entire next section of the gameplay out. So this is basically, he's making me serve the fucking customers so he can get info on the Camino Dart. Alright, so I'm going to do a little ba editing, and I'll be right back. Peace! Like Zoink Scoop, we just did some slave labor. Look, dude, why do I have to fucking do all that serving shit just to get a little fucking info? You know what I mean? What the fuck is that goy shit? Teaching me to be a good server? Just for him to tell me about this toy, right? We all know what that's what it is! We all know what that shit does. Alright? We know exactly what it looks like. Alright? And, alright, I have this is a Star Wars question. Dude, why the fuck is R4 even in this game, right? I feel like it should just be R2 all the way. What the fuck has R4 really done for anyone? You know? Like, R2 is kind of just the shit. R4 is like a Temu brand R2. Okay? Sorry, Obi-Wan, but your droid's just not him. Okay? Your droid doesn't have aura. Alright? And, I was looking at, you know, some Star Wars theories, and one was like, the entire story of Star Wars is basically just told through R2's vision. And, you know, that's true. I know that goes with, you know, obviously the first 6. We don't talk about that other shit, all right? I'm going to play them on this channel, unfortunately. But we're still not going to talk about them until we get to them. Fuck. I really am not looking forward to that shit. Maybe I'll 100% all of these games before I put jumper cables on my nuts and torture myself while I play those. We'll see what happens. But, yeah, dude, like, come the fuck on. Alright? And one thing that kind of did disappoint me, though, with this, I will keep saying, I got this for free. I shouldn't complain. I'm mad the Clone Wars shit didn't come in with this. Right? I'll probably have to maybe buy that. I'll have to see what platform I can play it on with a controller, because dude, I'm not gonna play Lego. Look at this is what I mean. Okay, if you're fucking just listening to my yapping, look how I had to get on the ship just to get off the ship just to get back on the ship to get where I was fucking going. What the fuck is that, dude? Alright, fucking whatever. I'm probably gonna buy the Clone Wars games if they're controller compatible. Maybe, just maybe, I'll play that shit before I deal with all of this. Alright? Alright, off topic, but spring is coming. And if you're anywhere where the weather gets all fucking humid, kind of similar to where I'm at currently, dude, it's fucking shit. Like I prefer the winter. I like the cold. I'm not gonna lie. Me and the cold, we're allies. We're basically twins. We get along nice because I like staying inside anyway. And when it's super cold out, nobody wants to fucking go outside. So if plans are made, then it just happens to be inside, right? So I'm like, dude, fucking A, like win-win. You know what I mean? But one of the things I hate about spring is the bugs, dude. And by me, there's hella bugs. And I don't really mind like most bugs, right? Most bugs are calm. The ones I would give the top three that I hate gnats. If you don't have gnats by you, send me your location and your credit card info, and let's collab, right? Gnats, I would say stink bugs. And I also hate fucking ladybugs, dude. Ladybugs are like, okay, I was about to say something crazy. Ladybugs are like the assholes of small bugs, right? Dude, they're fucking dicks. You ever been bitten by a ladybug? That shit hurts. I'm not gonna lie. I like probably not as bad as like a horsefly. A horsefly bites you, you just go fucking rabid, dude. I feel like if when a horsefly bites me, I feel like a fucking rabid raccoon. You know what I mean? I just want to like go into a trash can, wait for someone to open it, and just fucking go nuts. All right? I get pissed. I get real pissed. And they're so hard to fucking, get rid of, right? But stink bugs too. I hate stink bugs because like they're the one bug where it's not instantly just like fucking pop, smash their shit in. You can't fucking do that, right? Because then it's gonna smell like shit. All right. So yeah, fuck stink bugs too. They're just like they're just pests, man. Really, at the end of the day, they're just pesty. But the pestiest of them all has to be gnats because they travel in these fucking swarms, and I don't even know what they want from me. Right? I took a shower, so now I get to get fucking harassed by gnats? The fuck is that shit, dude? And like, I remember playing fucking soccer. Right? I played soccer for like 13 fucking years. Some shit like that. Dude, what the fuck were they on? I was literally just like full sprinting, and I look back, and there is a horde chasing me. Like, it's like fucking World War Z, right? I'm the last fucking human standing. And they need me to survive. Get off my dick. Like, fuck. Alright, enough with the bugs. I've concluded that I need to do some more editing. Right? I haven't really done much editing at all, if I'm to be completely honest. And it's just because I want, like, time to be able to say what I want to say. I don't necessarily plan out what I want to say in my videos. Maybe I'll have, like, an idea. Like, I knew I wanted to talk about like that dinosaur shit at the beginning, maybe some of like the NFL, NBA news. Apart from that, like, otherwise I don't really know what I'm going to talk about until I really just start talking. So with this, I am going to skip half of this. Actually, maybe I won't. I don't know. Actually, yeah, fuck it, I'm going to. See you in I don't know, now. Fuck that casual shit. I'm about to make Jay go fat my bitch! Alright, no, maybe I should skip half these cutscenes, because literally, what the fuck am I doing? There's nothing going on in these cutscenes. We've seen the movies! And if you haven't seen the movies, what are you doing? Okay? Literally, what are you doing? I have put 2 different people on to Star Wars movies, and it's like, where were you living? This entire fucking time! All right. Okay. I'll be accountable though. Okay. I was late to Game of Thrones, and I was also late to Breaking Bad. I'm still watching Breaking Bad right now. I'll be accountable. Okay. I'm not the best with it either, but Star Wars, dude, 20 fucking years ago. Are we serious? Lock the fuck in, twin. Anyway, I'm going to record this next part because I'm not going to be able to probably for the next few days. So I will, yeah, I'm going to do my fucking thing. Y'all stay chilling. I hope you have a great day. Thank you for watching. I'm going to do some diabolical things to Jango Fett this next episode. I don't know. I think you know where I'm fucking going.